Good afternoon, everybody. Nintendo has released their earnings reports and some explanatory documents about it. And as a professional accountant, I'll go over it and tell you all the things that are relevant to you. So, first off, what I like to start with clients when we're talking about their businesses is what's the bottom line? How do we do this year? And Nintendo has made 20.6% profit. And that's from comprehensive income, which is the number you would want to use in this case. It's not as high as the usual 30% profit that they were making, but 30% is really astronomically high for the business that they're in. 20% is still solid, but it is quite the decrease for sure. And that's really what's caused the recently announced console price increase is just those thinning profit margins. The sales were so high that the profits per share were still decent, but definitely not highs. So why has profitability slipped for them? The reason is because of different costs, manufacturing costs and shipping costs, tariffs, things like that. Stuff that's associated with producing products. Those have gone up tremendously, and you can see that in the gross margin. That's going to be the most relevant number for that. That has gone from about 55 to 60% in the Switch 1 era to now it's down to 39%. It's quite the massive drop. And I think part of that's intentional. They're lowering margins to be a little more competitive, but it's a little too generous. And by the way, a lot of people have been calling Nintendo greedy over their pricing this generation, but honestly, it's a lot more generous than it was during the Switch 1 era. The Nintendo Switch 2 price increase is delayed in most regions until September 1st, and that's for very good reason. Nintendo has around 5 months worth of inventory. It's an astronomically high amount for this far into the generation, and they really need to clear that out because inventory is expensive to keep around. And this is really a big challenge for them because if you raise prices, sure, you may spur some temporary sales because people want to get one before the price increase goes into effect. But then after that, it drops out off of a cliff. So I would expect there would probably be some Christmas time sales, maybe some bundles for the Switch 2 to just get through some of that stock. They have clearly overproduced, and that indicates that sales have not met their internal expectations. They have not been doing as well as they internally thought they would. Another thing is the Pokemon Company, which is mentioned in this report, but it's hidden using an accounting trick. Their profit has actually doubled over the past year, and the last year was their record profit. The profit mostly consists of non-gaming stuff, especially merchandise, but it indicates that Pokemon as a franchise is doing extremely well. It's still extremely popular. Pokemon fatigue has not been setting in, as a lot of people have been saying. So, question. Is Nintendo continuing to work on a lot of games? Are they going to be putting out lots of stuff? The answer is very much yes. Research and development, the vast majority of which is game development, has gone up by 24% year over year. Pretty massive, and 74% over the past 4 years. Part of this is contracting out first-party games to be made by third-party studios, but part of it is internal expansion of Nintendo's own studios. Even with cost increases for making games, they are producing a lot. They have a lot in the works. That is very much a guarantee. Nintendo continues to grow. They have acquired more buildings over the past year and have expanded their workforce by 6% over the past year and 12% over the past 2 years. Advertisement has grown massively. for the Switch 2's launch, and I'm very curious to see if that continues or if that's kind of a temporary thing for the launch. We'll find out more in the future. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you think I messed something up, I'd love to correct it. And always would be happy to dig into the numbers more deeply with you. So let me know in the comments below what you have for me. But for now, I'm Sushi. Keep rolling.